Greetings, Afterlifers, and welcome to a first impressions look into Dungeon Settlers from Can Opener. This is a colony sim-based dungeon crawler where you manage your expedition to build a settlement in barren land, provide food and shelter for your people, lead them deep into the merciless dungeon, overcome challenging combat by your strategy. This game is releasing later this year on September 10th. No price point for it. And yeah, we're gonna go check this out. Okay, so we can. This kind of reminds me of RimWorld a bit. Yes. All right. And this is currently the beta development stage. There are many not implemented features and various bugs may occur. Critical bugs, yes. Okay. Clean is a single attempt. It's very difficult to try again multiple times. So this game is basically encouraging you to save often and know that if you fail, you could always try it again on a new campaign. So imagine senses and start to shake your shoulders violently. Damn it, Commander. Cold sweat. Okay, this is just build dialogue here. You can check your current quest objectives in the top right corner of the screen. In the tutorial, some paths remain blocked until you complete the quest. If the path is blocked, check your quest and complete it. Alright. Lol's the only one standing here. So... Oh. Okay. Selection. Somebody can select entities by left clicking or drag. Or dragging when an entity is selected. The entire entity summoned panel appears at the bottom left. It appears at the bottom left, where you can check various effects currently applied to the unit. Inventory skills, the hotkeys. Okay. So basically, this is your status, your skill, what they can do, and their inventory. All right. So this is like a combination of RimWorld with it. What if RimWorld had like this fantasy RPG vibe to it? I could be wrong. Okay. Okay, attacking now. All right. Here we go. Next one. Object interaction with the unit. Right click and interact with an object to initiate interaction. Try interacting with various objects at portals and treasure chests. Okay, so this is the only thing here. So inventory. There's resources. Okay, so right now we have 1 aid kit, 3 ointments, and a wooden club. Okay, so he's been injured, so let's use the ointments. Of course, that's gonna take a minute. There you go. Learn main skill and sub skill. Okay, let's do vertical slash, I guess, and then learn sub skill. Blade spirit increases when you damage when you store 1 energy. Okay. Oh, sort of resolved. Now equipping a secondary weapon. Okay. Right. And there is a survivor, in this case a ranger type character. Alright, we need to save her quickly. Alright. Gotta get over here. Then you have your speed bar right here, which is right on the top. Near death is an effect using near death before it starts. It will die permanently. A unit in near death state can be rescued by an ally using an aid kit. Okay, in this case, we need to apply the aid kit, which we do have. So the aid kit's for reviving, and the ointment's for healing. If we're going by Wound World logic, there's gonna be better equipment, better things for us to use. Gather my tree. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, got forest bush. Ah, no, the forest bush is right here. Okay. Soundtrack, visuals, and tutorial explainer are really great. I don't like it that they don't auto equip to picking up item, but pressing the C key. Or if you often remember that you can pour them more easily by the drag control. Okay, so we gotta go that way. Okay. Even during comic phase, yeah, pause combat. Cool. Awesome. Ah, and this is the portal, I'm assuming, right? Yes. Return to settlement. And what does this settlement look like? Okay, I think it's lost. Okay, so interact with the wagon. Base building basics. Okay, when no entries are selected, you can open the construction menu. Okay, so bottom left corner, left click, placement. Okay, and you have demolish mode. Right. So on this side, we have gather mode, cancel mode, pickup mode, and then deconstruct mode. On the, well, this is on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, we have workstations, housing, furniture, storage, special, defense, farming, decoration. Alright, so, and I'm assuming the portal is going to let us have more heroes? Or is it going to be 3? I see that on one of the screenshots for this game. There's like 5 heroes total. But I could just be for the okay, first off, let's do a basic workstation. And then just, yeah. Let's follow the tutorial rather than just doing whatever the heck we want. But basically, we're gonna need beddings, walls, storages. Okay, task plan, add to task. In the crafting queue, the task can be completed a certain number of times. Yes. I have played games like RimWorld before. So, basically what that tutorial note is telling you is that, you can literally like micromanage what is a priority, in building. In this case, we need to do textile, cloth armor, wooden arrow. So in this case, let's do this first. Let's do 6 as planned, as well, that's what the tutorial says. Then do this, and then do 2 arrows. And then, yeah, and then just let the game do its thing. We can also fast forward in this case just to get the stuff over with. I could build a storage unit, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna jump ahead. And yeah, I mean, it's like, well, you jumped ahead by killing the spider first, right? So yeah, I did, but I don't want to jump ahead too many times, and the game's like, I'm not working anymore. Oh no, that's not good. Ominous news. Let's say it's like crow flies towards on your farm. I thought 2 more expeditions. In the meantime, we must hasten its construction. You reported your recent status with the expedition team. Why didn't you say so sooner? Okay, so recruitment, you can recruit new at the top right hand corner. Each unit has traits, stats, and skill trees, and the recruitment list is refreshed periodically as time passes. So in it's not just RimWorld, but Oxygen Not Included did this. Every now and then we'll get new recruits. So in this case, we need to go to recruit, and we need to see who is currently available. We need to be cautious of their stats, their traits, and so on and so forth. In this case, let's just grab the first person we see, yeah? The very first person we see. Second, with the settlement ports, plan an expedition, choose the destination, participants, and items up to 4 members can join the expedition. Okay, units gain units gain the dungeon stay effects based on how long they remain in the dungeon. The effects corrupts their minds and lowers their mood. Also, monsters may respawn or patrol the area over time, so avoid staying in the dungeon for too long. The settlement contains some resources other than twisted trees. To gather resources, you may explore the dungeons. Okay, so we gotta go to the dungeon in order to get resources. We can't just like allocate it here. Okay, so I guess we really want to see the dungeon stuff. So let's yeah, let's put them all right here. Then let's put them all away here. Yeah, let's clean up the base a little bit, yeah. As long as it's in their line of sight, it's good. And you don't have any cloth armor. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to the dungeon. Veil of Silence. So this has abundant wood. Alright, next. Okay, cool. You have your resources here. You can give them food, anything they need to survive, so on and so forth. No. No head armor. Well, this is literally the tutorial. If they want us to do like the head armor and all that stuff, it should have done the full base armor first before doing what is necessary. Okay, so if you want resources, we gotta go through the dungeon. In this case, we gotta... Okay, we gotta go down this way. Shame there's like no... Okay. Fantastic. Cool. Alright. Progress. But we want to gather resources here. Okay. So basically we have to... Okay, alright. So... we have to find the exit, but also not try to stay too long in the dungeon. Right? So we gotta find the exit, and then go from there. I like the concept. The concept's fun. Uh-oh. Let's stay too long, and there's a problem. Maybe I'm missing it, but they're not. But there needs to be like an auto gather option. Okay, so that's right there then. Okay. So... yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, so low is down. Okay, so we need to find the exit. I'm assuming there's gonna be like a custom like options thing where you could where you don't have to do the where there's like no dying essentially, but then that kind of goes against how the game is made then. Okay, so it goes right, so it's right here then. Okay, so let's return back to the settlement just for giggles because that's what the game wants, so the tutorial wants anyway. Indoor structures, inequality indoors. Some structures such as beds, yeah. Rimworld. Rimworld meets oxygen not included meets dungeon crawler. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to go on other than what's seen here. Obviously, as the run progresses, it's gonna get progressively more harder, and you have to kind of adjust strategy and just who goes in and who goes into the runs and so on and so forth. At the same time, though, I would like to say that the tutorial kind of, I think the dungeon crawler thing needs to be at the end of the tutorial. And then we need to include things like, you know, building armor, the research station, gathering herbs to make aid kits and consumables and so on and so forth. It's kind of odd that it's jumping all over the place. It's like, okay, build your basic workstation. Okay, you assume, okay, build your home first. No. Go directly to the dungeon crawler thing to gather resources. And then come back and now build a research station. It's like, wait, what? But you know, I love the art style. I love the approach. If you can get over the pacing of the tutorial and well, it's just really the tutorial. If you kind of ignore the out of order aspect of the tutorial objectives and just play this like what you see in Rimworld or Oxygen Not Included, which is funny because in my is this game relevant to you, I have Oxygen not included and RimWorld as the choices. So I found that funny. I find that and found that funny. But this game is coming out on September 10th from Canoputter. If this is your kind of game, then wishlist it. Wishlist it, as I'm gonna do right now, because I definitely recommend this. It's definitely something I would play.